bakers are uniting to create the Artisan Bakers Quality Alliance. Like the Vintners Quality Assurance, the ABQA seal will soon be a standard, consistent, and accurate label that hopes to resolve customer confusion. Shasha Bread Company is among those involved in the alliance. And joining us with more is owner Shasha Navazesh. Good afternoon, Shasha.
Hi, Tiffany.
Got a pile of bread here.
Yes, I am.
And it looks like you're trying to assure some kind of quality standards. Can you explain to me what the ABQA is and stands for?
Yes, ABQA stands for Artisan Bakery Quality Alliance. So what we're trying to do is that gather some artisan bakers, which in a nutshell mean bakers with a heart, bakers who have right ingredients, right method of baking, and they produce quality bread. They come together, and with this alliance will create a better market for premium bread and trust with the consumers.
Okay, so I guess the key word there is artisan. How do you qualify for being an artisan rather than beyond just having a heart?
Yes, we looked at the definition of artisan. Artisan is a craft baker who takes pride in what he makes. And so he takes the right ingredients, which has been no additives or preservatives in raw material. He uses a time-honored fermentation process like all bakers did. And he produces a product that he would take in the end of the day home and eats it himself. So that qualifies as a baker with a heart, that he puts pride in what he makes, versus manufacturing bread companies who is price-driven or market-driven. And it goes through a fast process of baking a bread with aids of any additives or preservatives.
Okay, so when a consumer looks at your bread, what can they expect that the ABQA stamp would guarantee in their bread?
The ABQA is in the shape, is not 100% formed yet. We had our second meeting and the steering committee has been picked. So we were thinking about the platform for ABQA should be health. So health of consumers and Ontario and Canadians are the platform for ABQA. And as soon as health becomes concerned, the ingredients become very important, and then the processing, and then packaging. So ABQA stands for a product is made with a health concern. Right ingredients is mean the ingredients are not being processed with any aid of chemicals or preservative or additives. And the time-honored fermentation. So it means bread has been went through the fermenting process of craft old baker's technique, which makes the bread more readily digestible, healthier product to consume. And then when it comes to packaging, so there's been no gas or no other aids used for shelf life.
You hear a lot of things these days about what mass producers of bread will do to make sure that their bread looks right. You hear a lot of talk about bleached flour. Will this ensure that everyone who wants to aspire to an ABQA standard, once it's set up, will make sure that things like bleach aren't used, or will you perhaps go towards organic ingredients?
Yes. In order to be a part of the ABQA movement or the association is not to be 100% organic. Either you can be organic, but the main factor is to make sure that those additives and preservatives are not included, to make sure that consumers are not being misled by labeling. Because today you can have a product on the shelf that reads no preservative. And no preservative doesn't mean really anything. You can have many additives and the back of the label in the ingredients list, but at the front says no preservative. You can have product called low fat, but low fat to what standards?
Exactly.
So we're trying to define between bakers who are not price-driven and they take pride in what they make, which is more than a few of us in Ontario. And this province has got a great grain. The best spelt and specialty grains are grown in here. Beautiful people. And so we should be a foothold for premium bread. So the customer won't be confused.
Okay, just quickly before we go, how many other bread makers do you have on board for the ABQA movement?
The first meeting was 33 of us. The second meeting was 20 bakers are already shown interest to be a member of the ABQA.
Okay, well, I wish you the best of success with that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we've been speaking with Shasha Navazesh.